September 1914, Europe is embroiled in a conflict like none before. World War I. As the stage is set for a monumental clash, we turn our gaze to the banks of the Marne River in France. Here, a battle of unprecedented scale and significance is about to unfold. The First Battle of the Marne. This pivotal confrontation, fought from the 6th to the 12th of September, would prove instrumental in determining the trajectory of the Great War. The Battle of the Marne was not just a battle, it was a turning point that would shape the course of the entire war. The stage was set for the First Battle of the Marne with the German Schlieffen Plan. This masterstroke of military strategy, conceived by Count Alfred von Schlieffen, was Germany's answer to the prospect of a two-front war. The plan aimed for a swift knockout blow to France, followed by a rapid redeployment east to face Russia. In late August of 1914, the Schlieffen Plan was set into motion. German forces swept through Belgium and into northern France, skirting the formidable French fortresses along the border. However, the plan was not without its flaws. It relied heavily on rapid movement, precise timing, and the assumption that Russia would be slow to mobilize. As the German forces pushed deeper into French territory, logistical issues began to surface and the pace of advance began to slow. Yet, they pressed on, their eyes fixed on the glittering prize: Paris. As the German forces marched towards Paris, the stage was set for a battle that would change the course of history. Under the command of General Joseph Joffre and Helmut von Moltke the Younger, the battle commenced. The Germans, armed with a strategy of encirclement and swift victory, advanced towards Paris with alarming speed. They followed the infamous Schlieffen Plan, a blueprint for victory that hinged upon a rapid, overwhelming onslaught. However, the French and their British allies were not to be easily outmaneuvered. General Joffre, the French commander-in-chief, orchestrated a robust response. He deployed his forces along the Marne River, creating a formidable defensive line that stood resolute against the German tide. As the battle raged on, the landscape became a checkerboard of trenches, a new and unforgiving type of warfare. The soldiers on both sides found themselves in a world where every yard gained or lost was paid for in blood and sweat. Artillery bombardments echoed across the battlefield, a constant reminder of the high stakes at play. On both sides, reserves were called upon, adding more fuel to the fiery confrontation. The German strategy, initially so promising, started to falter under the relentless pressure from the Allies. The French and British forces, utilizing their reserves intelligently, began to push back the German advance. Despite the ferocity of the German attack, the Allies mounted a counterattack that would turn the tide of the battle. The Battle of the Marne was far from over, and the next chapter of this historic conflict was about to be written. The First Battle of the Marne was a battle of attrition, a battle of endurance, a battle of will. It was a clash that resulted in 500,000 casualties, but what really cemented its place in history was its implications. The outcome of the Marne saw the German forces halted and pushed back. Their grand Schlieffen Plan, the strategy to swiftly knock France out of the war, was decisively thwarted. This battle, this stand at the Marne, it changed everything. It marked the failure of Germany's hope for a quick victory, and instead it ushered in a prolonged, grueling stalemate. The Western Front was born out of this battle, a nearly immovable line of trenches that stretched over 400 miles. It was a war of inches now, a war of attrition. The Battle of the Marne marked the beginning of trench warfare, setting the tone for the rest of the Great War. The First Battle of the Marne was a defining moment in World War I. This historical event, with its intricate strategies and pivotal turning points, was a testament to the resilience of the Allied forces and the determination of the Central Powers. It was here that we saw the German Schlieffen Plan stumble and the French counterattack halt their advance. Not merely a clash of armies, it was a clash of wills, of strategies, and of hopes. The significance of this battle extends beyond the fields of Marne. It was the first major German defeat in the Great War, a game-changer that prevented a quick victory for Germany and set the stage for the prolonged stalemate on the Western Front. It marked the beginning of trench warfare, a grim and costly form of combat that would come to define World War I. The Battle of the Marne, a battle that changed the world, a battle that we still remember, a century later.